All right, Pointfest 2022. It is live, and I am so excited. As you know, this is one of my favorite bands ever. The Struts, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
That was
for
a
being
lovely
here.
introduction.
So
Thank
excited.
You very much.
So to start, I actually have a prop because I met you guys several years ago. It was backstage at a show, and Luke, you had disappeared for a moment, and I missed an autograph on my favorite piece of merch ever.
Oh.
Here we go.
There's a badge on your bag as well with the Struts on.
Wow.
So,
Flag.
Ah.
The flag.
if you would be so kind,
Of
my
course.
friend.
Do you have a pen?
I do.
Yes,
Prepared.
fantastic. Of course I will.
That's been waiting there
Since
in
2019,
anticipation.
it's been on my wall, and I'm like,
Oh, it's a
damn
big
it, I
day.
don't have Luke.
Seize the opportunity.
Exactly. I have you guys hostage, so I kind of had to. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure. I'm sorry I didn't sign it
You
before.
had a show to get ready for. That's
I was
totally
getting
fine.
ready. Oh,
you
that
were,
makes
you were.
sense.
You didn't just like bail on me.
No. Okay.
So we got the Struts here. You guys have a lot of new things going on this year. You got a new label. You got a new logo. You got a new single, which I can only assume is there a new album in the works.
Yeah, we've been officially we started working on a new record like in February,
Okay.
and then we've sort of honed in even harder on the making of it since coming back to LA for the last
Oh no.
2-3 weeks or
Yeah.
so.
Oh wow.
The aim is to get it done by the end of the year.
Perfect.
All polished and ready to go.
So tell me a little bit about the contrast in, I guess you're making an album the old-fashioned way versus during 2020 when the pandemic hit and you guys quarantined for 10 days and busted out an album.
Yeah, it's very different. It's kind of getting back to, I guess not what we're kind of used to, but maybe a way. Well, we're basically doing it the way the first two records were kind of done.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more thought out.
Sure, less pressure.
We actually tried doing it the same way that we did Strange Days back in about February. Yeah, we tried it in Nashville to try and repeat that same formula and give ourselves a bit more time than the 10-day target we had before, and it didn't quite work. So hence why we're kind of experimenting, why it's taken a little bit longer. But
Sure.
I promise you, when stuff does come to fruition, everyone's going to be happy.
Sure, that's great. Now, and I feel like we're entering into a new era of the Struts. I mean, I've been following you guys for a long time, and I even feel like the look is a little bit different. There's not as much bedazzle, not as much sequins happening. We've kind of gotten into the suits thing. So is this like next level Struts happening?
Yeah, I just think I think the best thing about not being able to tour for like 18 months, it really gave us the opportunity to sort of think properly and go, wow, okay, it's 3 records now, and where do we want to go next? Mm-hmm. What's going on around us? What are our peers doing? What's the climate of like rock music in general? And this was kind of like the natural conclusion. I think in a funny way, it's really strange that the thing that we were kind of pushing for the last like 7 years has become now quite popular with the rise of like a lot of these young bands that are coming up. And in perfect Struts fashion, as soon as everyone starts doing something that's quote trendy, we've decided to go completely left and just stay and create our own lane, you know?
Okay. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I, like so many others, watched the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert, which, of course, Luke, you were a part of, and you're going to be a part of the one out in California in just a couple of days. Now, for you to be able to be on that stage, along with a few members of Queen, and doing something of that magnitude, do you ever get, like, a little starstruck or a little intimidated? Or are you just totally cool, calm, and collected?
I never get nervous.
Yep.
But for that particular show, I had a few butterflies. It really started to hit me the day of because I was on so late. Queen's set was just before the Foos set, so the sun had gone down. I think it was about 8:30.
Yeah.
By the time that Queen was set to go on with myself, and the stadium was completely full at that point, and just the people that were on the bill, I was kind of, I know that my friendship with Taylor was one of the biggest reasons that I was there, and playing with Queen was also another big reason why I was there as well, because that was what me and Taylor were meant to be doing this year, was doing a bunch of Queen covers, and hence why I was set up to do that particular song. But I looked around and, you know, everyone's got careers that span well over 10 years and sort of like what we consider to be success and in the industry. I was very much a small fish in an extremely large pond. So I had a lot to prove in a weird way. And I know it's not really about that, but you can't help but sort of approach it like that. Basically, it was very important that I didn't suck.
And you didn't. And the great thing is, again, like as a fan, I'm in, you know, the Struts Facebook fan group, and I saw so many people come in. They're like, I saw Luke on the Taylor Hawkins thing, and then I discovered the Struts, and oh my God, they're freaking amazing. And it's great exposure for you guys. Now, are we looking at kind of the same thing coming up in a few days, doing something a little different, or do you even know yet?
There is going to be like a bit of a surprise.
Okay.
But I cannot reveal yet.
Okay, just knowing that there's a
It's
surprise.
You're gonna dig it.
It's going to be really cool. Yeah, it's going to be. Basically, I'm doing more than one song. Whether it's with Queen or not, I cannot confirm yet nor deny.
Okay, I'm here for it. Whatever sign me up. You guys, thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to see you and watch you guys grow and morph into the gentleman you are today. So thank you so much.
Thank you very
We got the
much.
Struts tonight, baby. Pointfest 2022.